What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a very exciting Liverpool transfer news video because it looks like Ederson, the brilliant defensive midfielder from Atalanta, the Brazilian midfield maestro, is open to joining Liverpool. That's the exclusive story of an English newspaper because Liverpool are considering sitting down with Atalanta to talk about the transfer of Ederson after it has emerged that he is open to going to the Premier League. He openly admitted in an interview that he's curious about the Premier League, he's curious about English football, he would love to play there. And the Brazilian international is very highly rated at Anfield and it fits the bill as the new Liverpool manager Arne is very keen to sign a defensive midfielder. I said even before the transfer window opened that should be Liverpool's priority. We can't go into the season with just Endo and Bajcetic as our two main defensive midfielders. Bajcetic missed almost the whole season through injury and is still very young, and Endo is on the wrong side of 30, so we need a defensive midfielder and Ederson would be very good. I think he fits the bill. He's pretty young as well, and Liverpool sporting director Richard Hughes could actually take advantage of his contacts in Italy because he used to work in Italy before joining Bournemouth and then Liverpool. Basically, Ederson refused to rule out a move to Liverpool ahead of the transfer window closing. Liverpool have entered the new era, of course, after Arne penned a new 3-year contract, and Liverpool played their first preseason friendly. It was a behind the closed doors friendly. Liverpool lost 1-0 to Preston, but you shouldn't judge the preseason results because remember that Liverpool lost like 4 of the 7 preseason games before we won the Premier League with 99 points. The preseason is only there to give fitness to the Liverpool players, most of them at least, and also Liverpool fielded a lot of youth academy players, a lot of young players. Preston also is much more ahead in their schedule. They already played 3 preseason friendlies. This was Liverpool's first one, so you shouldn't judge the result too harshly. And if I have time at the end of this video, I will review in more detail the Liverpool-Preston preseason game. Stay tuned for that. And if you enjoy these videos, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are new around here. And Ederson has given Liverpool optimism and encouragement by signaling that he's open to joining Liverpool and he would love to play in the Premier League. But Liverpool are still waiting in the transfer window. We still haven't sat down to the negotiating table, and the defensive midfielder Ederson made 53 appearances in all competition for Atalanta, and he played an absolutely crucial role in Atalanta having their greatest season in their history, winning the Europa League, finishing 4th in the Serie A, qualifying for the Champions League as well. And this news outlet has reported that they have been informed that Liverpool are actively looking for signing a defensive midfielder after Thiago's exit. And by the way, Thiago already joined the Barcelona staff. He will be the assistant to Hansi Flick, it has been confirmed. And Thiago has an agency in Barcelona as well, which makes sense that he would move back there and work there at Barcelona. And Richard Hughes could take advantage of his links to Italy and to Atalanta, as Ederson has refused to rule out the possibility of leaving Atalanta. And Ederson, in terms of percentage of aerial duels won, that's 54%, better than Thiago. Percentage of dribblers tackled is 47%, which is better than Thiago as well. He had more shots, more blocks, more clearances than Thiago, but Thiago is not really famous for his defensive work. Manuel Ugarte has been linked with Liverpool before he signed for Paris Saint-Germain, but he hasn't really set the world right at PSG, and no wonder Liverpool are not really interested in him because he didn't turn into such a world-class player that everybody expected him to be, and also he's way too expensive for the quality that he represents. So we are letting Manuel Ugarte potentially go to Manchester United because Ederson is a much more promising player. Ederson is happy at Atalanta, so he wouldn't put in a transfer request. He's not like openly wanting to leave, but Atalanta is a selling club. They can't offer the wages and they can't offer, the title challenging and potentially Champions League challenging, ambitions of a club like Liverpool. So if Atalanta receive an offer of around £45 million, that there are rumors that they will accept that even if Koopmeiners leaves the club as well. And Liverpool have been linked with Rabiot as well, who is a free agent. He would be maybe a cheaper option because you wouldn't have to pay a transfer fee for Rabiot, but Rabiot is 30 years old. He's not the future. You may be signing for 1 or 2 seasons. And he's not as good as Ederson, in my opinion. He's more experienced, yes, but he's not that dynamic box-to-box midfielder that Liverpool need in the middle of the park. Ederson would definitely fit the bill, and Ederson would be a more direct replacement for Thiago, and he could adopt a true crucial role in Arne Slot's very quick build-up approach and playing style. Ederson stands out as a fantastic tackler, finishing last season in the top 13% in terms of tackles. He finished in the top 23% in Serie A for tackles. He finished in the top 15% in interceptions among fellow midfielders in the top 5 leagues. And he also completed 7 progressive passes in 90 minutes. But the window is closing for Liverpool to pounce, because you should get this deal done before Atalanta's season starts, so they can get a proper replacement in. The more you go deep into the transfer window, the more expensive these players get. And Fabrizio Romano reported previously that Liverpool have made contact with Ederson's agent and representatives about potential move to Liverpool, but we haven't taken it any further. However, Atalanta has now been involved in some transfer activity of their own, which could signify that they could be selling some midfielders, because they actually signed already Ederson's replacement. They signed Ibrahim Sulemana from Cagliari, who is a defensive midfielder, and he could be the replacement for Ederson. So Atalanta is bracing themselves of losing at least one midfielder, albeit it remains to be seen whether that would be Ederson or Koopmeiners. And now that Atalanta already signed a new defensive midfielder, they would be more open to selling Ederson for sure. Kieran McCarthy, another English journalist, is reporting that Ederson is ready to sign for Liverpool in a very encouraging sign. He's open-minded about moving to the Premier League. So basically Ederson, through his agents, signaled to Liverpool that he's open to a move to the Premier League and he would love to sign for Liverpool. So now it's up to Liverpool to act on that and approach Atalanta and negotiate a transfer fee. But as I said, because Atalanta already signed a replacement, it would be a pretty straightforward negotiation. Give them 45 million and the deal is done, and then Ederson can fly to the UK, to Liverpool, to pass his medical. And I think we should get this deal done as early as possible, so Ederson joins the preseason training before our official preseason games begin. I think we play Real Betis on the 27th of July or something like that. Ederson can be fully integrated into the Liverpool squad before the full preseason games kick off. And Ederson is even better in terms of challenges than Endo, because his challenge success rate stands at almost 70%, 69.8%. In comparison, Wataru Endo, though, boasts a challenge success rate of just 33%. So less than half, which pales in comparison to Ederson's efficiency. And Ederson competed for 63 challenges in the Serie A, Endo competed for 61 challenges in the Premier League. So those numbers are identical, but the success rate is vastly different. So Ederson is already a much better tackler and defensive midfielder than Endo, and he is a lot younger as well. And this statistical edge suggests that Ederson's defensive skills could be a huge bonus, a huge added significant upgrade for Liverpool, a valuable asset. In the defensive midfield role, winning tackles is absolutely crucial, and Endo losing so many challenges means that he's not really the ideal defensive midfielder. And we already saw that even without knowing the statistics, that Endo, apart from a really good 2 months in the middle of the season, he struggled with the pace of the Premier League and with the physicality of the Premier League. Physically also Ederson stands out. His metrics in terms of physicality and athleticism are very good, decent, which could bring an additional layer of robustness, strength in Liverpool's midfield, and that's what you need. And Liverpool will be still high pressing, very physical under Arne Slot. So Ederson's physicality could really help Arne Slot's new playing style. Here is the comparison of Wataru Endo and Ederson. So Wataru Endo is the blue and Ederson is the red. And you can see that Wataru Endo is better in shot creating actions, passes attempted, pass completion rate, but Ederson is better in progressive passing passes, progressive carries, successful take-ons, progressive passes received, percentage of dribbles tackled, tackles plus interceptions, Ederson is better than Endo. In terms of blocks made, Ederson is better. Non-penalty goals, non-penalty expected goals, and even in assists, he's better. So he's better defensively and in attack as well. In only touches and clearances is the other two metric where Endo beats Ederson. The pass completion rate is 83.6% with Ederson. At Endo's pass completion rate is 88%. But Atalanta also doesn't pass as often as Liverpool. Liverpool were a possession-based team under Jurgen Klopp, and Atalanta, even though they like to keep possession, they are much more direct sometimes, and they don't dominate as many games in terms of possession as Liverpool do. So his reliability with the ball isn't as strong as Endo, but Ederson being physical and better defensively is still a very, very good indicator that Liverpool would be signing a great player. And of course, this isn't really surprising that Ederson has a lower pass completion rate, because Atalanta, as I said, prioritizes direct play, quick transitions over patient possession-based football. And as a result, Ederson's numbers in passing and ball progression might not fully reflect his capabilities in a system more suited to his strengths. How can you compare when a system goes man for man in midfield on the front foot? And I think 40 to 45 million pounds, the price valuation of Ederson in today's inflated market, that's, I think, good value for money. And of course, maybe Liverpool's hesitation is that Liverpool would like a player who is a great defensive midfielder but who also excels in possession as well. And with Ederson's passing statistics not as good as Endo's, maybe there is a little bit of hesitation on Liverpool's part, but I still think that Liverpool should go and move for this player. It will be interesting to see if Liverpool follow up on their interest with an official proposal to Atalanta. He was a key player, of course, at Atalanta, so Atalanta wouldn't want to lose him. But Liverpool, the bottom line is, Liverpool need to bring in a quality defensive midfielder, and we should ideally do it before the season starts, because during the season it's much harder to integrate a new player, especially such a crucial one as a defensive midfielder. And now, before we end this video, I want to report on Liverpool's first, behind the closed doors preseason friendly, where 25 players got minutes. So Liverpool actually dominated possession. We created several good chances, especially in the first half, where Salah, Szoboszlai, Endo, Kwanzaa, Tsimikas played, Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott played as well. Ben Doak was on the wing, Harvey Elliott and Conor Bradley as well. And Preston scored from 40 yards, lobbing Vitoslav Jarosz, the new third choice goalkeeper for Liverpool. So Preston scored won the goal, but otherwise it was Liverpool who dominated the game. Liverpool tried to play out from the back, and the Preston player Brady stole possession and quickly clipped a clinical wrong range, lobbed the shot above the goalkeeper. So basically Liverpool lost the possession as the last man, and then they lobbed the goalkeeper. But Liverpool made 10 changes at halftime, and then further 3 changes around the 75th minute. So we gave a lot of youth academy players chances, and the most important thing is that we gave a good run out, and improving fitness and physicality is very important. And also Arne, of course, is looking at different players, getting a feel for them. Bajcetic, I heard, was pretty good, and he had a very energetic display, so hopefully he will have a really, really good and injury-free season. And that's it for today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.